Hi there folks, Borislav247 here with another Days Gone video. And on this video I want to show you all a very unique way in order to get one of the best weapons in Days Gone extremely early. And when I say extremely early, I'm talking about as soon as you get to Lost Lake, and it is the US556. Now, in order to prove just how early I've actually managed to get my hands on this particular weapon, I'm going to show one or two things on the map, because you can see right here the mission that I show at Lost Lake. That is one of the very first missions that you are asked to take care of, and as well as that, you can see I've got no trust level at all in Lost Lake. Now, as well as this, if I go over to Belknap, you can see on screen that I only have trust level 2 and a long way to go to trust level 3. And this is why this is so important to point out, because at Hot Springs you can purchase the US556, but you require trust level 3. And look at the stats on this bad boy. It really is a game changer to have this so early when you reach Lost Lake, given what you have to do. Right then folks, this is how you get your hands on a US556 very early. First of all, this is what you will see when you open up the map just after you arrive at Lost Lake. I'm going to move the cursor over to that infestation symbol, and from here I'm looking to zoom in, and then I'm going to move the cursor over to my left, and I'm going to keep going because there is a very specific spot that I need to get to on the map, and this is the easiest way to basically show you where it is. When I get to there we go, that is the area that I need to get to, and that section just to the left of that, that is the rock boundary section that basically separates Lost Lake from the Iron Butte region. Now, I'm sure at this point, especially after mentioning the Iron Butte region, a lot of people will have a very good idea of what is going on or what is about to happen. But I will show this journey in full, heading to where I'm going, because it's not that long a journey. Just involves getting out of this camp, going right around the lake, and then eventually over to the far west area, actually over to Camp Pioneer, and from there I'll be heading over to one of the areas that eventually would allow you to get into the Iron Butte region. But of course at the moment that is not possible, because at this stage in the storyline you are basically hours away from being able to access the Iron Butte region until a specific mission comes up that takes you there. Well, on this particular video I'm going to show you all a very unique way indeed of being able to get into the Iron Butte region very, very early. And of course the reason why I want to get into this region so badly is because there is a US556 that you can pick up in this region. Now, I'd just like to take the time to thank two YouTube channels that basically clued me in on how to get into this region early. And these two channels are PS5 Secrets and Grey Ghost Gamers. Thank you to you both, as I watched both your videos showing how to get this done, and it was only after watching them that I realised, wait a minute, there is a fantastic weapon that I can get from Iron Butte. And at that point I just had to make this video just to show everybody how lucky they can be in managing to get a really good advantage in the Days Gone game, because I'm all about getting these early advantages. Most people will have their SMP9 after taking out 4 hordes very early. This is another way of just staying ahead of the game. Now, I'm at the area where it's all going to take place. That is normally how you get in the Iron Butte region, but of course at the moment that is locked. It will be unlocked later on in a mission that takes place from Lost Lake, but right now I'm going to be using this area right here in order to make 2 climbs to basically get to the very top where those speakers are. So the second climb is an easy one, but the first one I'm going to show a few methods in how to get it done. Now, the first method actually involves you requiring the use of nitros in order to get this done. This is probably one of the toughest ones, believe it or not, but this is how you do it. You just basically want that sort of line there. I'm getting as much of a run up as I can, And then here we go, hit the nitrous, and I'm looking for that particular rock there because the bike will attach to it. And there we go, that is method 1. Okay, this is the one that I would expect most people to use because this is probably the easiest in my view of the 3. So I'm going to take my time on this one. Just going to climb up this rock face here, but you need to watch the line. Very important. Start here, and then I start heading over again to that rock that actually went on before with the nitros. And if you do it that way, yeah, the jobs are good. But there is one more method to show. Okay, method 3. This is actually from the other side. And it looks really, really precarious, but it's actually not too bad. Once you actually get up on the rock section, and right there, after that, these rocks are actually really good for keeping the bike going. Even there, where there is that drop, not a problem. That is the first part complete. Right then, once you're onto this first section, I'm very pleased to say that the second climb is a far easier affair indeed. You basically just have to follow the line that I'm taking on these rocks here. The only part that's remotely difficult is when you get here, because the line needs to be a tad to the left, like that, onto that rock section. And from there, it's a nice easy climb to get to the top. And that is it. I am in the Iron Butte region now, but I do want to move away from this point here and get down to the road area, just so that the game knows I'm definitely in the Iron Butte region. Because when I bring up the map, there is a spot that I want to mark. And if you're in that top section beside the speaker, it won't allow you to do this. So this is what you will now see on the map after getting into the Iron Butte region. And what I didn't like to do is to go from that bridge section and again just move the cursor right over along to my left. Now that basically takes me to the location of the Iron Butte Hoard, and I just want the marker placed below the Iron Butte Ranch area. So from here it's just another fairly short journey, and I will explain one or two other things that people might be a little bit curious about, because with getting into this area so early, you will find that certain things that would be in place currently are not. For example, there are 2 ambush camps in the Iron Butte region that you would eventually have to take out. Well, you can still go to the ambush camps, but there's not going to be any rippers there at the moment. However, there is still wildlife. You will still get freakers. The Iron Butte Hoard is going to be over here, and as well as that, you will get random attacks by rippers in this area. But that is it. Other than that, there is a lot of things that you simply do not see, especially if they are mission related. As well as that, some of the areas that you might know from in the Iron Butte region will look a tad different as well. And I don't want to go into too much detail on that, but I don't want to put out any spoilers. But that is the Iron Butte Hoard over there. And here we go. That is the location of the US556. Fan-bloody-tastic. So, at this point, all I need to do is to head back over to the area that I've just came from. But, before I do that, I actually need to get some fuel. And I'm just going to take the time to show everyone where a very nice area is for getting fuel for the bike very easily. Because, obviously, at this stage in the game, you'll be like myself. You're going to have a bike that's got absolute shit fuel tank. So you do need to think about fuel rather a lot. But if you head into this spot here, yeah, there is an area right over here that you can take care of your fuel issues. So basically, once I've got the bike filled up here, I am going to bring the map back up on screen, and I'm going to set another marker in order to get back to where I came from, to get back to Lost Lake. And of course, because the areas that you actually drive around in open up on the map, then it's actually easy to see where you need to mark. So at this point, I am going to speed up the video a touch, and I'm going to move to the area that I'm heading for. Now, this part before the end of the video is actually quite interesting to show. I did say that you can get attacked by rippers in this area. And just watch what happens here when I'm basically heading back to the spot. And I'm just about at the speaker section. But all of a sudden, yeah, I've got rippers to take care of now. But happy days, I've got a US556. This lot ain't going to take long. This is an extremely accurate weapon. And it's fantastic even for the sniper up there. Because this weapon is quite good at medium to long range. As you can see there, no problems at all. So, all I need to do now is to get back over to this section. And yeah, the bike will take a little bit of damage here, but no problem. I can always get it fixed when I get back to Lost Lake. And from here, that is it. What an advantage I've now got. And all the missions that I now have to take care of at Lost Lake, I can do with this bad boy. And there we go, folks. That brings me very nicely to the end of this video. All I can say is thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed it. Take care.